There have been plenty of innovations since the turn of the millennium that we are so used to that we just forget to appreciate them. Just 3 years ago, I had an Audi from 1995 that had none of these 5 features that we just take for granted these days. Features that were either invented this century or just didn't become common until recently. Number 5. The triple flash indicator. Oh, the convenience of not having to time your indications when changing lanes or exiting roundabouts. Almost all of the cars I've driven this last decade have had this, but mine have been so old that I've been missing out. Until I finally got it with my current car. Now I get to use it all the time. Oh joy! Number 4. Precise cruise control. Yes, we've had cruise control forever, but the good ones became common just recently. Cruise control settings used to be so imprecise and vague that you never really knew what you got. Nowadays you can adjust them on the fly right to the digit, which makes highway driving so much easier. Many new cars also have adaptive cruise control, which is most of the time even better. But at least on Mercedes Sprinters, it can turn into a major inconvenience. If the sensors get dirty in bad weather, then you lose cruise control altogether. I get that you can't measure distances without the sensors, but come on, why disable the whole system? Just give me basic cruise control. Number 3. Proper cup holders. People in the United States are probably rolling their eyes at me right now. I mean, they've had these everywhere since at least the 80s. But in Europe, it was quite different. They didn't really become common until the 2000s, and now we can also finally take them for granted. They are sometimes badly designed, but it's still nice to have them. The shallow rings in the glove box of my Audi, they don't count. Number 2. LED headlights. I'll concede that these have room for improvement, but they are superior to halogens in almost every way. One benefit that goes often unmentioned is how well they work with indicators. By turning off the driving light, the indicator light becomes very visible. I've seen way too many Volkswagens where the front indicator is basically invisible once you turn the headlights on. This may surprise you, but LED driving lights still don't come as standard on all vehicles even to this day. If you buy a small hatchback, they're still most likely an optional extra. They give a strong impression though. If you get a new car with halogen headlights, I'd say you're a cheapskate, to be honest. Even worse, if your company has taxis with halogen headlights, I'm going to think less of your company. There are plenty of newest generation Sprinter taxis in town with halogen headlights, and they may as well be over 20 years old. That's how cheap halogen looks on a new car. One problem I have is that most new cars with LED headlights blind oncoming traffic way too much. Even when factory installed and apparently approved for road use by some ridiculous standards. Not even aftermarket halogen replacement LED bulbs cost that much glare, but they are illegal here for some reason. And number 1. Heated side view mirrors. The unsung hero of cold climates. Saab introduced it way back in '69, but it was a premium feature before finally becoming common in the early 2000s. It's not really marketed, so it's hard to know if anyone in Finland even sells a car without these nowadays. At least I'm happy to have clear mirrors even in the coldest of winters. Maybe one day heated steering wheels and windshields will also become commonplace. After all, they've existed basically forever. And that's another top 5 list, because nobody has the attention span for longer ones these days. Or maybe that's just a convenient excuse for my laziness. Well, do you think it was a good list, or do you actually hate all these features and just long for the good old days before they ruined cars? You're welcome to comment or react either way. Ta-ta! One benefit that goes unmentioned is how often Roll back for first time. Roll back second time. If you buy a new car with halogen headlights, roll back the third time. There are plenty of newest generation. Roll back fourth time. Not even aftermarket halogen. Roll back again. Not even aftermarket halogen LED. And again. And number 1. Heated side